Hello everybody, how good of you to join. Welcome back to Anno 1800 to Tabarim that we're looking at right now. And yeah, well, we do have a couple of things to do here. First of all, Biniam, I guess. Yep, he's on the way now to Archibald, so we need to slip past the patrols here. This is something that's happening in the background. Also, the research institute that is being built and the excavation that is still running there for another 7 minutes. So as you can see, quite a lot of stuff is actually happening in the background. We don't have to wait for all of that. We can just continue by, well, I guess upgrading a few more of these beautiful elders. So in that case here, there we have a few more. Here we can have one. There we can have another block, and thus the city is growing there as well. Here we still have, yep, I guess we just make all of them happy like that. There we do have a small farmer. Let's just get rid of him. So it's ending with those elders in this area that we might have something in between. Speaking of something in between, we can also have some ornaments that we can, put in here into these areas there. I already have something like this that we can use for that area there, so we can squeeze it in there. This of course is also increasing then the beauty level of Tabarim, more or less, and of course will make that village here more likely for my taste. Let's also get in those beautiful trees there. Juniper tree, absolutely fantastic. Let's walk around in there as well to just adore those trees there again with this fine weather. I tell you that we have it freezing cold outside, so it's just fine to have some nice decent scenery that we can enjoy in the meantime. Also here the canal, just as I expected it. So the canal is just here with the trees, then we can jump over it and get to the other side. So it's really not a big canal there, and those people seem to be quite happy about it. Now let's just get back. We have something here. My ship is waiting. Let's slip past the patrol there. I think this is looking rather good right now. This one is waiting there, and this one is basically patrolling around the island, so we should be in a good mood here. Also, we do have a steamship, so we are of course fast. So our mission right now is to sabotage the water on this island here. I don't know why we need to get to the main harbor for that. We could also just, land over there, but I guess we have a bigger plan here. I don't know what happened with this one. This gal here seems to be stuck there for now. So let's just get in there and hope that we manage to actually drop him off there. Very good.
Now to find those
Select Biniam to signal that the sabotage can begin.
None need be hurt.
Where is Biniam? He must be down here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Alright, keep an eye on Biniam as he sabotages Archie's water pumps. Right, this is not a very friendly way here.
By one man's blind greed.
Yeah, well, but you will definitely, well, I guess, put a lot of lives at risk with this. Now, let's just continue. What can go wrong here? I have no idea. Gotta say though, Archie's Island is looking fantastic there too. And as we enjoy the scenery as it's going down rather soon, there's the sabotage. And cutting off relations. So we blocked it, or kind of like, yeah, okay.
He can't manage on this land without our help. Yet he says we need him. We never needed him.
Okay, I thought we would poison the water. No, it's just destroying the water pump. Guess this is fine still. We can deliver some food after all. Alright, let's rush back there. For some reason the patrols are gone, so it should be not a big deal there. Oh! He's not had enough yet. So there we also have the next water pump. There's actually people!
Let the light chaos see how we're
Alright, so we just killed a dozen of people there. And I guess he's fine with that too. Oh!
Is this the hospitality of Mbeza? Flames and steel in the night. Seize him and see to his extradition.
That's a big police officer there. Where is Biniam now? I guess Biniam is
there
gone.
Will be no transportation.
There he was.
Biniam is a subject of Mbeza and will be returned to us for trial.
And who are you, O king, to countermand the will of empire? I fear our talk must now be of fleets and steel.
Well, I gotta say I'm not too happy about both factions here. Drums of War have at least 6 military ships in Mbeza. Don't we have that many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So
we have 8.
We must sound the drums of war.
The drums of war, and Can I not choose a side now? Oh, the excavation is still 2 minutes there. So Drums of War, Emperor Katima is dismayed at your and Binyam's inflammatory actions and decides he has no choice now but to gather a fleet in Mbesa and deal with him or with the queen directly. What can I do now about this? Alright, so not a lot. I think we need to wait for more warships to arrive.
The people look to their lords and to the Lord above.
And we do have still something else that we need to focus on. The faith and unity, so sustain across the region, illuminated scripts and build a monastery. Emperor Katima requested you help the population to keep the faith during this difficult time by providing them with scriptures. It's still the tension between the two of them, so there's nothing else, right? There's no choice here. While we get the military ships here, I think one more we need of those ships here. I think the heavy battleships don't count. No idea why, perhaps because they're modded. In that case, no problem. We have other stuff to do. We have to get the illuminated scripts working for us. We already have a few that we captured, but well, this will not last us for quite some for too long. So let's just get to one of our islands, this one here, where we do have the Indigo. Indigo fertility is what we need, and the paper mill. The paper mill also requires these river slots, so it's a good thing that we still have this one, and 15 seconds it needs, so perhaps another one here. And yep, one of them is the water pump that we can use for our Indigo. So there we have something new. Let's get a path over there to this side here where we're going to have then the paper mill. And I guess, wait a second, I guess this one here could be the paper mill, and this one, or both of them. How many more canals can we build? We can still build a few canals here that we can use for the Indigo. And let's just use the water pump here. We have a lot of timber, so we can actually start with all of that right away. Shepherds, we don't have that many, but huge but here we can pretty sure get the commute pier. Right, for the commute pier we only need a few steel beams, and those we have plenty of in Tabarim. In fact, we even have 300 tons of mud brick by now. Where are my cargo ships? This one here that is waiting right at Archie. Let's get this one over there, get the resources that we need for this, so that we can build up our decent production there for the commute pier. While the ship is on the way though, we don't need to wait that long. We can just continue building right away. Let's get the canals out there. So there we got the first one. And it's going along here for now. Righto. And then we're going down here once again with our canals then, so we can use the plantations then accordingly. So over there perhaps, not that easy. One more, this one, all the way down here, so that we can use all of that for our advantage there. Alright, there we do have the canals now, and just on time. Oh, Hugo is also passing by here with one of his few fleets, because he's got quite a lot of fleets at this point. And yeah, hopefully nothing is going to happen with him anymore. I mean, just for the fun of it, we could have a big war against him at some point, but who really needs that? Now, let's just get these steel beams. Oh, not so much though. And yep, let's get the lecture there. And you're totally right, I should not decline this. We can use them to, you know, donate those special items to the research project then. Now, this one is something I need. Oh, my harbor, I should check this. What? Look at that. Look at Miss Who. She's attacking Skuld right now. I mean, she's just attacking there my commute pier. Now she's going for my harbor buildings there. Alright, interesting. Let's attack right away. We do have the ships rather close by, so nothing else is going to happen here. Do we have some weapons there? Is she really trying something nasty here? I mean, of course, it's Miss Hunt after all. Yep, let's get some warships to the Arctic there as well. I can't leave myself open like that. We don't have any bigger battleships anymore. Let's take those 3 there and get them to the Arctic there, to Skuld. And I'm going to build a few more warships there for the heck of it. So there we got 3 more battleships coming out. Let's make 5 more battleships, and also some heavy warships there. I still like them after all. They do a decent amount of damage there, the heavy warships. Off you go. And let's also have the battle cruisers. Let's have a few battle cruisers there. I think the mixture makes the most of it, and we can afford that anyway, but we need to be very careful there. We don't want to lose an island. like this, right? My warships are on the way. Let's break the formation so they can go at their own speed, right? Look at that. She's really trying it. I mean, she's not really able to take it though, because the battle cruise is not that strong. But it would still have been a good chance at her if she had 2 ships there now and surprised me like that. We don't have a defense in the Arctic. At least not a real defense. And it's going down here. I think Miss Hunt is recovering again from the destruction that was upon her. Look at that, there are more ships now coming into the region there. Yes, we definitely do need some weapons in the Arctic there too. Let's get this ship here, let's just unload what we got and get it back there to Crown Falls. Because I will most likely, oops, it's actually quite full there. Oh yes, and we also have a siege here right now, so I will need to get some depots out here. We can squeeze them in just fine on that side. Let's make 2 of them and unload everything, and this one gets back home right away to Cape Trelawney to Crown Falls, and in Crown Falls we're going to send one of them now, this one here, Peahen the second, and Peahen 2 goes to the Arctic with, well, you name it, weapons, of course, because that is what we definitely need there. Let's get some steel beams there on track as well. I don't want to leave myself open like that anymore. 100 tons of weapons, some steel beams, some bricks there, some windows and reinforced concrete should all be fine. 100 tons of weapons is though enough, so that's 10 harbor cannons. I don't think that I'll need more than that. And let's get this one to King William Island first, and then it goes to the other one. Very good. Hopefully we survive like that. Let's get my ship now over here to Heldrun, and what I'm going to do first here, we can already start with the commute pier. 2,500 on the balance. This is really insane how much they cost. Now of course no problem anymore, but in the beginning it was a lot of money there. We might actually have the commute pier. Yep, let's have it just next to the main harbor building there, because I'm not going to have any other piers right next to the main harbor. If we want to have some piers, I will have to get some storages up there first. What is going on? Oh, this one here. Alright, it's just getting attacked by one though. Right, and there are more warships now coming into the region. I still don't understand. Having these 6 military ships, it doesn't seem to count really, my modded ships there. So we might need to get some normal battle cruisers over here in accordance. So that's why I'm already constructing a few of them. But we should be still getting them. Let's unload the steel beams here, and now we have everything ready for the commute pier. Oh, we lack the influence. I don't believe it. We don't have enough influence for a commute pier anymore. I totally lost track of that. Let's get back to Crown Falls. Let's do something that we can always do when we lack something, and that is upgrading. We can just upgrade a few more of those people here. They want to anyway. There we still have a bit of room there for some more investors. This whole block we can upgrade. This is definitely getting us somewhere. In this block here, there we have 2 blocks, and material wise it doesn't really matter for us. Those guys here. Right. And perhaps here the first block, or 2 blocks actually, just next to the stations here. Gives me 200 influence there once again, thank you very much. We do have though unhappy workers still, so this is something that has been going on for quite some time now. I have no idea. I have no idea why they're so unhappy with us. This is the artisans. There we have the jewelries. No, I need to get the soap workers. Those are the workers that we need. Perhaps we still need to remove or reduce something here. Now copper is something that we have plenty of, I'm sure of, but it doesn't change anything. Right, I think only the dirty stuff, the really dirty stuff would change anything. Oil, for example, nope. What is going on here? Oh, sand would actually do something. Coal is doing something. Very good, let's change the coal and the sand.
Ship under attack.
Nope. Still not enough. I don't think we need that much iron anymore. This is changing it once again, but it's still not enough. There's still something wrong. I think some of those workers... Wait, let's go up to the upper side here. There we got lots of workers. They're missing something. They're missing a church, for example. We don't have a church up here. Totally right. We might actually do this. And a church belongs to the center. So let's get rid of that block here. And have just a church... Yep, right here in the center for those guys.
As always, I endure.
There it is. I love those church buildings. Let's get one of them up in a decent color. Oh, certainly not violet, but blue. A bluish tone is always good to see. And there we got them. This should definitely improve it. Yes, as we can see, going to -1, that was an improvement. And we might actually have some park on either side. No idea. That's a way too much concrete here, so there we might actually have then some trees in between. Some elm trees or something like that. Very good. On either side of our churchy here. And those elm trees will probably then continue along the tracks there. Who knows about that? There we also have something. But those buildings there, we still have way too many empty spots there that we can easily fill with some trees. And I'm still so surprised how well balanced the game is, even at later stages like this. It runs perfectly fine, so there is no jagginess or anything like that. Getting more of these beautiful elm trees in wherever we need them, and thus also my worker district gets a bit more beautiful there. Oh yes, here, definitely. Between those people and the worker district, we might also be getting some more trees in. Fantastic. Oh, look at that, especially with the mountains in the background. Really, really nice looking there. And those people, yep, we see a lot of priests now running around. They have their church and thus should be a bit more happy. And of course, the view from the church over the city is fantastic as well. And look at that, how far away the town hall really is. If we want to get to the whole other side there, it's going to take us a while flying over it. Beautiful, absolutely fantastic, especially when we consider that we've built everything here ourselves one by one. Beautiful. Now, I think a few things have finished in Africa, and I know the Research Institute is finished too.
The people celebrate
There we got the mud bricks and some steel beams, and we do have now the influence. I would really like to get my Indigo up and running though first. That we have the commute pier now. And there is the connection for it. We now have the workforce in Heilbronn, and we can now start with the Indigo farms. There we got the first one. And I have no idea right now how many fields it needs. 144. This is quite a lot. And as we can see, it's barely, it's just not enough. It's just very close though. Very close how far we can go out here. I think we're going to do it like this then. So that we can still, you know, squeeze in this one. So that it has then enough space up here for some more fields. Very good. And for the Indigo plantation over here, we should also have enough space because we can use this area here too. Right, and then we go all the way up there. Yeah, 5 fields are missing, 4 fields are missing. I think we can, yeah, this is fine, right? It's not going to kill us or anything like that. And then we just copy this one to that side. This is definitely not going to work though. And of course the solution to this whole problem, to this whole puzzle, well, is rather simple. We just have to make the canals a bit longer like this. So now we can use all the way up here to the last tile there for the fertility, and those fields get enough water, and we can actually stretch it now all the way there to the back. And yep, it's also making it much easier to copy it just to the other side. So there we have quite a lot of them, but well, they're also taking their time, so 1 minute each. We can still now have another warehouse here, and there we then have the connection, like so. This is now working. This wasn't working when the DLC came out in the first place, so I'm really happy that we can do this now. Otherwise it would have been a lot more complicated. Let's also get another warehouse over here, so they are going to serve another purpose then anyway, here with the paper mill that we're going to have then in this area, and probably the luminaires. Yes, we might actually be squeezing a few in here. They are 1 minute as well. We can build them now here, since we do have the workforce now spread out across the other islands there, just like that. Now the paper mill, there we have it. And what we still need for this one now is the lumberjack huts. And look at that, yes, this is something we cannot build in Africa, only in the old world, right? So in order to get the wood over here, we do need to have a trade route. Since I'm going with probably 2 of these paper mills there, and each one of them needs, oh, yeah, actually 1 lumberjack hut. We only need to use 2 lumberjack huts there. 15 seconds it needs, right? And the lumberjack huts require 15 seconds for getting 1 ton of lumber up. And I'm pretty sure that we have a lot of lumber in Crown Falls that we'll never use. And it's actually not a lot of lumber anyway. There we have it, it is full. So we do have a trade route, if I remember correctly, from Africa going to Crown Falls. And there it is the glasses. And the glasses we can now expand, and we can say, please also take some wood with you. Now, yeah, take some wood with you and unload all of that in Tabarim. It's 1 ship, right? But it's enough. It will be certainly enough. Now in Africa, what we can do now here, we can use one of my cargo ships there. Just want to check this real quick. We should not be having any locks here. Nope. And what we can do now here is bloop, and let's just get... Oh, what is that? What are you doing here? This is the trade route to... Do we already have?
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Alright, we already have the Indigo. Why do we transport Indigo to Tabarim again? Okay, sorry guys, I do have a total blackout in my head right now. There is something that I've totally overlooked that we already have, and yes, it is the tapestries that already require the Indigo. Okay, so Indigo, tapestries, and now we need the Indigo for the illuminated scripts. Yes, totally right. My bad. Let's just build those warehouses here, the paper mill, and...
type of wood, perhaps from your homeland.
Alright, actually we don't need that many Indigo farms anyway. One of the paper mills can support 4 luminaires. So we do need 4 luminaires, and that means 4 Indigo farms for now.
Ship under attack.
And there we have them in all their glory. Perfect. Can we have a silo here? Yes, we can also have a tractor barn. So we could theoretically use some oil here to boost them, but I don't see much use for that because we have plenty of it for now. I'm going to upgrade the warehouse there as well. And yep. We actually have the trade route active for it already, so I don't even need to create a new trade route on the way. Now, in order to continue here, let's have one last thing, because we still have to wait for the trade route now to be active. We can do one thing, and that is finish the Scholar Institute. There it is. Finish the phase. And there we have it. In all its glory, and as we can see it from quite far away. A beautiful big Scholar Institute, looking quite naked for now.
How the world shall join hands in research.
But we're going to have now buildings all around it. We can now soon start with the Scholar Residence that we can then have everywhere here. And up here, I'm determined to have a beautiful botanical garden then that those scholars can use for their studies there as well. So now we need to first start with a research, get the Scholar Institutes up, or well, houses, and then we can continue here. But fantastic, we got the, I think, last monument finished. Stay tuned.
Ship constructed.